Pick up the jumping knee. Rolling elbow. Look at this.
Alright, yeah, okay guys, we are live now. So, this is, welcome PWF fans to the show. This is, tonight we'll be talking about some thoughts on some WWE rumors and the releases today, which was 11 today. Highest ever in history. I think the ever highest was what, 2010 or 11, which was like 5, 6. But I know every year there's releases, but today was the most I've ever seen. But yeah, tonight, we'll discuss that in a minute. But first off, yeah, you can like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout, follow us at Twitter PWF is Raw, and you can join our group for any wrestling discussions, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well. And you can click that subscribe button now if you haven't already. Yeah, so spread the word, guys, because we need subs. Need views. So tell all your friends and wrestling fans in general to see what they think. What's that feedback? Yeah, so first off, I'm the host, aka Captain Awesome. He's in the building. As always, the best host in YouTube history. Yeah, don't be, you know it is true. Come on.
But it says World Cup right on your, your
yeah, I know. I support the World Cup, innit? World Cup. If you missed it, well, that's the World Cup. We're not here to talk about the World Cup. So anyway.
You're like a cup as big as the world? How would you make it?
It's a cup that's shaped as the world.
Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense.
Right. Well, you know USA are not going to win the World Cup, so that's the bad news. Anyway, we move. So I'm, of course, the host, Madam, you know. And now we move to Billy. If you want to, Luke Gallows is in the building. He's here, even though he's got an interview later.
Yeah, interview later. Yeah. Let's talk about these fucking releases. Let's go.
That's very watched language. This is a PG show.
Let's fucking do this shit.
Yeah. Now we've got Piro. He's here. You awake?
He's so serious, like he's going into like a fight. Let's fucking.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Alright, enough of that. We move on. No more boy leaving. No.
Well, you gotta let the old releases. You let them both leave. Brighter future.
Right.
Why couldn't Bo Dallas be in there?
Because he's amazing.
Right.
Fuck that bullshit.
Yeah. If they release, like
Bo Dallas
they wouldn't be on that list of released talent that came out today.
Should have been Eva Maria, but anyway, let's move on. We've got the Arabian Wolf. He's lock and reloaded from the Bullet Club as well. He's here.
Yeah, we're here to talk about the releases. The releases today. A bunch of third-rate bozo to clowns, but let's see what happens. I'm only upset about one or two guys. Other than that, I could care less. But
yeah.
What's up, Dick? It's real.
Alright, Jinder Mahal will find better work.
Yeah. So let's start the show. I had to do that, sorry, but yeah, we'll start the show.
Funny.
So, yeah, so let's discuss about the releases. I'll go one by one. So if we discuss about Drew McIntyre first, if you wanna shall I have my say first? I guess. Okay. Well, my first about Drew McIntyre released. I'm disappointed, pretty upset about him getting released because he's a really talented guy. They did mess around with him being 3MB. I mean, kind of killed his career by being that group. He should be really main eventing and go for a title picture. But instead, He's with some 3 clowns, but hey. But overall, he got released. Maybe it's better for him if they have no plans for him. He'd probably go to Indies or Global Force Wrestling. I doubt he will go to TNA because his ex-wife is there. That's another day. She's one of the problems, right? Anyway. But if you have any input really about the release, do you care or you don't care about Drew McIntyre?
Just what happened to the Chosen One? He became a jobber. His name was so high on the Chosen One that he just put him in 3B and made him a jobber. And
Yeah.
it just sucks. It sucks he got released.
Yeah, it is. You know, he had a great showing in Elimination Chamber a few years ago. I think 2011. And I thought that's when they're gonna push him. They didn't. So.
I don't know what happened. I think it was because his ex-wife.
Yeah, but I blame her. But it was too long. They went on for too long as well.
Yeah.
Too long the punishment. But anyway, move to go ahead, Piero, if you're interested. Do you want to have your say about it? Or you don't care?
No, I don't follow him. I believe he should have stayed and not have been in that gay-ass fucking stable. That shit was terrible. Who puts a fucking an Indian person, a Scottish person, and a white person in a band together? I mean, separately, be in a band, one could play the sitar, one could play the bagpipes, and one could just be white. It was terrible. I'm done.
Terrible idea. They were smoking crack when I was doing that, probably.
No, they
Yeah,
weren't.
don't forget, it was an air guitar, not a regular guitar. It was air.
No. Imagine if they even don't play a real guitar.
The one-man band, baby.
One man.
Yeah, they tried to go to fucking they went to a bar and they got kicked out. That was funny.
Because of the album that was going to do.
The best person in that band was Hornswoggle.
It's going to be top of the charts, guys. Come on, they're going to be hitting X Factor next.
Where's their album? Where can I buy it?
I don't know. Maybe it's Amazon. Maybe for $1. Okay. But yeah, or you could download it for free or something. But yeah, move to Paul. Go ahead if you have your say about Drew McIntyre.
Overall, questionable decision making to say the least. In my opinion, I thought he was a good worker, and people over speculate about him, saying he could have been great, he could have been champion, main event material, and in my opinion, that doesn't seem realistic to me. Yes, he would have been a good mid carder. He would have done well with it. He is talented. He does have some high flying acrobats in his arsenal. But he doesn't have like that it thing that stands out to most people. He doesn't have the it factor, in my opinion. And it is a sad loss because at the end of the day, like I said, he is a good worker, and they could have done a lot of stuff with him. And being relegated to 3MB really did hinder his growth. And in my opinion, the Chosen One gimmick I thought was brought on a little too soon. And in my opinion, he peaked too soon, and that screwed up his future because now look where he is. He's gone. And that's very unfortunate because, I'm sure he's already eating up bookings all over the world right now. So I'm happy for him that he's going to get to go out there and perform and show what he can really do instead of being held back. So he's one guy that I would say questionable to be released at the most. Like, I don't know.
I don't get it.
He would have been one guy I would have kept because, even though he does do his best, he's a hard worker and, he has something to offer, whether he's going to be get a huge push or just be that enhancement talent. But, it is what it is. That's one guy I would have fought for at the end of the day.
Yeah, I would too. But as well, I think he's one of the guys I was pretty shocked because I thought Triple H said he has a career with WWE, and as you said, Vince McMahon chosen him as the chosen one. He handpicked him. And
it was weird because I didn't see. I saw Drew McIntyre's name before I saw Jinder Mahal's name, and I'm like, well, that can't be right. How could they release him before him? But then the name came out right afterwards when I hit see more.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, now you mentioned Jinder Mahal, he was the next guy on the list. As I'm looking now, I mean, there's not really much me to say about Jinder Mahal because I was never a fan of his. He was a manager of the Great Khali at one time. He had that little push, I think 2011, which no one cared, and he just came in. He went solo. He had a little feud with Ryback, and after that he went to 3MB, and he was just boring. I thought he was very boring, not easily replaceable wrestler. Nothing special in the ring to me. Yeah, that's pretty much I've got to say about Jinder Mahal. I ain't got to cry about it. So, But he's going to go in the Indies, I guess. So, you have any to say about it, Billy? Go ahead. About Jinder Mahal.
I don't know what to say. That he was just boring. Nothing really special about him. He did the camel clutch as finisher. Okay, big whoopie-doo. Rusev does
Not
it
the Iron
better.
Sheik.
Rusev does it better. And
He wasn't even Arab. That's the worst part about it. He's Punjabi Indian. Don't do the
Exactly.
camel clutch. The Sheik will break your back.
Yeah. So,
Fuck the Jinder Hinder. Yeah.
Don't hinder Jinder.
That's
other
it.
than that- Other than that, I don't really care.
Nah, I won't care. He'll be forgotten anyway. No one
He'll probably
cares.
go to
The
Great
forgotten
Khali's
one.
He'll
Forgotten
go to Great
one.
Khali's
will be called.
promotion and later.
Yeah. I think maybe he might go. He's born in Canada, but obviously his background is Punjabi Indian, so yeah. But no one would care.
Weird. That's just weird. Whatever.
Yeah, he's weird. I've never seen him. But yeah, he'd probably go back to Canada or something. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, Piro, if you want to say about Jinder Hinder.
God, he should have been released. He's garbage.
Right, he's released. You mean years ago, right? But, yeah.
Gone. Good. Let him
Good.
be.
Future Evers and Evers, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, can't be Indian and pretzel.
Yeah, but no air guitaring anymore. No more.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. But yeah, if Paul, go ahead. Have your say.
This is one name, Jinder Mahal is one name that was definitely expected by the majority of fans to be released when this time rolls around every year. We're used to it. This happens every year. It's nothing special. The only difference between this year and the past is there's an immaculate turnover this year. There's so many more being released. 11 people as it is now. Who knows if there's more to come still.
Yeah.
So we're yet to see. But yeah, Jinder Mahal is a guy that hasn't really stood out. He hasn't been delivering. He didn't really have anything to offer the company, in my opinion. But with Drew McIntyre being released as well, I wouldn't be surprised if him and Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal work on the indie scene together, because hot out of WWE, like it or not, they do have some talent, and indie promoters would be happy to sign them to draw a crowd to their show.
That's true. I mean, they came from WWE, so yeah. I mean, Drew McIntyre has more the talent than Jinder Mahal, but yeah.
Despite what we've seen from Jinder Mahal in WWE, he actually can go in the ring. He can hang. He might not be the best, but he's a good worker. So
Yeah.
I won't dodge. If you make it
that's
to WWE and you last for a couple of years, you have to have something.
That's true. Yeah. Must be he had something. I mean, must be he's backstage. He didn't have an attitude or anything like that. It must be he was good to work with. So I never heard anything bad about Jinder Mahal. To be fair to him.
Yeah.
That's because no one ever heard of him.
Maybe they forgot. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, let's move on to the next person got released. Unless you have any last say. No.
No.
It was actually a diva. I think it was the only diva who got released today, which is Aksana. So yeah.
What the fuck?
Aksana, yeah, I was shocked when I was like, Aksana? I mean, she's been recently on TV, she's been with Alicia Fox. I thought they was going to have a feud going on, I thought they was going to have a match, and then randomly today she got released. I was like,
Fucked up. Because the last thing that
she has
happened,
talent. What the hell?
Alicia Fox attacked her and like spit food on her and stuff, and that's the last we got to see of her in WWE. What a way
Bad
to
image.
Apparently that was her exit.
real creative.
That was her exit.
Brilliant, great team. Yeah, I mean, is that the last image? That's the last image we've seen at Aksana in the WWE. Popcorn and soda.
Now we know why she looked so shocked during that segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably thought, what? She probably, yeah. I'm just shocked about it because she was actually, yeah, her early days in NXT, she wasn't green, she wasn't very good, but she improved over the years. The last year or two, she did really well. I thought I think she's underrated, but yeah. She should have at least had a feud with Paige. She didn't really have a feud with Paige. I know she had a match, but never had a, It would be nice if she had a chance for a Divas title. Unlike the Total Divas, who one of them should have got released, Eve Maria. Yeah. But never had. I'm sad to see. I think Drew McIntyre and Aksana are the two I'm kind of sad about release. But hey, she might go into. I don't know if she's going to go to Indies or she might do modelling because she was a model. So You say?
I think she could be a big name on the indie scene, honestly, and I wouldn't be surprised if she goes back to the indie scene for a year or two and then pops back up in WWE. Still young, still has potential.
Exactly. Because she had the last year or two, she had her best work in WWE, so yeah. She never had the attitude problems. Yeah. Shame. But we move to Billy, if you have your say about Aksana. Do you care?
Don't really care. Her character never impressed me. Her wrestling skills were decent, not like excellent, but they were okay. Just the character they gave her weren't really, didn't catch my eye.
No. Fair enough. You know, yeah, everyone's a fan of Aksana, that's true there. But if you want Piro, you awake? Are you busy tweeting?
No, man, I'm not tweeting. I told you I don't have a tweeter.
Maybe you're making one now, who knows?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
making one.
no, out of all the divas that were there, she's a surprise to go, though. I can name like 2, 3 other divas that probably should have went before her, but
Yeah.
I guess WWE is looking at looks, not talent these days. Whatever.
Well,
She'll
she has
pop
the
up
looks.
I don't think so. But another topic. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she'll end up somewhere. She'll be a top diva somewhere else.
Hey, she could even join TNA, you know, they always have the knockouts doing well there.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if we see her working for Global Force this time next year.
She can job
Exactly.
at TNA to Angelina Love and Velvet Sky.
She could be in the Beautiful People. There you go.
Oh my god.
There you go, she can join them, innit?
Yeah, she can. There you go.
But yeah, if you're Global Force Wrestling, as Paul says, you know, if they're signing divas, you know,
If
Go
they're
ahead,
doing
go.
Divas division or
Yeah.
not.
Out, Jared- Jared's-
Call
Yeah, Jarrett's
Yeah.
touring now, doing talent seminars and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
last I heard, they were in Canada. What a beautiful place to start when you're looking for wrestling.
Yeah, that is a good place to look for talent because there's a lot of talent in Canada, no doubt. But yeah, Paul.
Mexico, UK.
Yeah, exactly. Which is Mexico. You said here in the UK is good, and we've got
It's
some
not in
parts.
Adams area. Nowhere near as Adams area because that
No,
area-
nowhere near my area. No, there's nobody there. But yeah, there's me. But yeah, let's move. But yeah, Paul, if you have your say about Aksana, you can. Go ahead.
I think I rambled on enough.
About Aksana, alright then. That's
Like I
about-
said, I wouldn't be surprised if this time next year we see her working for Global Force or something like that. Or, you know, she could review to, you know, the modeling.
Yeah, because she was a model before she started, you know, wrestling. Because I think WWE is her first promotion. She never was an indie, so yeah.
I could honestly say, though, I could have probably picked, like, anywhere from, like, 2 to 5 divas that could have gone before her. So it's a little spontaneous. Nobody was really expecting it, but
No,
that's all right.
she would be fine, I think. But, yeah, so that's our last thoughts about that. We move to the next person on the list. He wasn't even on TV for years. It was there and there. He was in NXT, I think, recently. Sometime there. He's Kirk Hawkins. You know, he used to be with Zack Ryder teaming. He used to be in the Eggheads or whatever with I think Edge stable a few years ago. You know, that's when he was used properly, and after that they didn't really use him. I think he went tag with Tyler X a little bit. That's when I thought that was a good tag team. They just when he got retired, that was the end of Kirk Hawkins. He did have Vance Archer as well as a tag team, but again he got released. So pretty much, you know, he was a good talent. Yeah, he may not have a really like a gimmick or anything because it was WWE's fault, but I liked him actually. I think we'll miss him, but you said he's going to be signed PWG September. September. So, yeah.
That's what I said. He's gonna start doing that.
Yeah, so that's pretty much so it's
I'll
good.
probably have a feud
He's
with
going to
like,
be in the Indies really. So, yeah.
Yeah, so basically he's already set up for the Indies. So.
He'll probably
It's
feud
fine.
with Trent Beretta or Paul London or someone of that sort.
I would
Pro
love
Wrestling
to-
does an amazing
I would love to
promotion,
see
so we'll
him now.
finally get to see what he has to
Yeah.
offer.
I'd love to see him in ROH. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, if you're
I
in
do.
Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, chances are you're going to make some appearance in ROH at some point in time. They share a lot of talent.
Or Japan. I would like to see him in Japan as well.
Yeah,
That too.
most likely. He already signed for a schedule with Brodus Clay somewhere.
If Boris K can handle the traveling, but yeah.
Most people don't know is Kurt Hawkins just opening a wrestling school in New York about 2.5 months ago, and the prices are fucking outrageous. He's charging like he's like a Killer Kowalski or some legendary figure in the business. Completely absurd. 1 year of training is like $2,300. Shoot that money. Yeah, let me shoot that right out of my ass. That's Booker T's school is like $150 a fucking month.
He wants the cash, man. He wants to make money, bro. That was it.
Not worth it.
Yeah, he's not in the WWE anymore. He's
He's a good wrestler, but he's an alright wrestler. Pretty well rounded. Good
Yeah,
You gotta make that money.
I preferred him to Zack Ryder, but yeah.
You gotta make that money.
But yeah, I mean, he did tweet, I think, today as well about, I think at Mark Henry. He was pretty angry with Mark
He got
Henry.
mad at Mark Henry because Mark Henry said, I've been in WWE for what was it, 18 years?
18 years, Mark Henry.
Still here. What's to get mad about that?
No,
Yeah, I
because
think
he
Mark
said something like, he's like, oh, this sucks. Now I have to buy my own wrist tape. Because WWE of course provides that
I
now.
have to go to Stinky Docker rooms, yeah.
He's like, oh, you released me, you know what? So let me take a cheap shot at WWE. Mark Henry didn't like it, decided to respond.
Yeah. I think that was kind of unprofessional by Kirk Hawkins. He didn't. I don't think Mark Henry even knew that he got released as well. So
I don't think so. I think everybody got.
he's too busy. Why would he know?
Yeah, but then again, what has Mark Henry ever done, really? Think about
He's
it.
the world's strongest man.
World's strongest man. You know,
So come on, he was a powerlifter, and
the original
What?
member of Nation of Domination.
yeah.
That's cute. But what has he ever really done?
That's cute.
He was world champion. He had that heel run.
He didn't stand out. Farouk and The Rock stood out in Nation of Domination.
But he was still in there, so.
Oh, I can tell you the one person who stood out in the Nation of Domination. I'm gonna go Owen Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was added to it towards the end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That kind of sucked. How they did
I loved Owen Hart. That's when he had the caution tape around him and all that stuff. And enough is enough, and it's time for a change. You guys remember that?
Not a nugget.
Yeah. So, any last thoughts about Kirk Hawkins, guys?
No, lower your wrestling school prices. Maybe you'll get some money.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you're poor. Paul is not going to your promotion. It's too expensive.
Oh.
He's taking the
fucking
ball
up.
and he's going to
Sure.
use his promotion. Take that.
What kind of prices are those? What are you hiring? Fucking grade A prostitutes there? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you gotta make. You
His
gotta
school
make,
is more expensive than Lance Storm's Academy.
Oh well, you gotta make that money somehow. Fuck.
That's ridiculous, though.
Fuck.
That means you're literally paying, all right, $2,300 a year, $300 a month almost.
You know there's people gonna be paying that too. So you know there's stupid people like that. So.
Of course, they're gonna pee in their pajamas. Mommy and Daddy will buy them wrestling.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, it's Kirk Hawkins! Yay!
I love him.
Even though he hasn't really done nothing besides being that tag team with fucking Zack Ryder.
But I'm not gonna completely dog. I think he is well-rounded. He's okay. He's a good wrestler. His price is insane. You're not Killer Kowalski, buddy.
I just can't wait to see him in the Indies. So
Yeah, I think he'd be all right.
see what he can do.
I want to see him feud at London.
Yeah. Last feud. Yeah. Or if he comes to ROH, Adam Cole.
Nah, Adam Cole's too cool for him.
Oh my god, really?
Oh, come on. I know he's Adam Cole baby, but, you know. Hawkins he's pretty cool wrestler.
Yeah, but Cole's a total package.
Yeah.
He can't.
He never really talked. He didn't really talk much on the mic.
No, he couldn't.
No, here and there. I mean, I know NXT he did a little bit, but that's it. Never really talked.
Yeah.
It's WWE's fault.
I'm gonna say right now, before we go any farther, no matter how much I like or dislike any of these guys, they fought to get where they are, and it is really upsetting to see them go like that. No matter who they are, whether I hate them or whether I love them,
Yeah.
you know, they work their asses off to get there, and you know, when you work your ass off your whole life for a dream, and then you're here today for all of them, you know, well, you know, sorry, you guys are released. Best of luck in your future endeavors. It's, you know, it's not a good day for any of them. No matter how they perceive it and no matter how they put themselves out there on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, you know, they're definitely hurting on the inside. So, you know, best of luck to all of them.
Beautiful.
Of course, who wants the phone call by saying, "Oh, you're fired from your job"? Nobody does.
I'll be starting wrestling school soon, and you know, that's the last thing I want to even think of, is even if I even do ever make it that far.
Yeah, scary, but you have to. It will get you nervous when you see that if you're in some promotion, they're releasing some guys, and you think, "Oh, I could be next," you know.
Business is unpredictable. You
Can't be safe.
Really
Yeah,
can't.
it's whatever WWE thinks is good for business, you know.
The thing Daniel Bryan said to me, CM Punk said, you know, he goes, you work your ass off for 10 years not to make it, just for a chance to make it, just for the chance that hopefully someone sees you and acknowledges you and brings your name up, and, you know, just like that it could be gone, and, you know, you travel the world wrestling your ass off and for a hot dog and a handshake. That's what it's all about. It's about the passion, and, you know, best of luck.
Yeah, we have to give them a bit of a clap there. But let's move on now to the next release. He's not a wrestler, no. He's actually a former SmackDown GM, Raw GM, ECW GM, former referee, manager, Mr. Fedor Long.
Hold on a second there, player.
Listen up, holla, player. 16 years I've been a WWE player. What's up with that? Just a bit of
that.
He said 16 years, yeah.
Yeah, but he's been in the business longer than that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, in WWE I'm talking about, but he was in MWA.
NWA, WCW days.
Let's think about it. He was managing The Undertaker. Now it's before The Undertaker was even The Undertaker. And Undertaker debuted, I believe, Survivor Series 92 it was. So he was managing Taker but when he was Mark Calloway before that. So this guy's been in the business for like at least 25, 30 years.
Yeah, before Undertaker debuted in 91, yeah.
But more, though.
He signed in 98, though. He says he signed in 98.
Yeah, he signed 98 as a referee, yeah.
But yeah, he was in WCW, obviously, when he managed me, Mark. So.
The Skyscrapers, man. What a great tag team.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of, you know, it's weird because it's been there so long, but we haven't seen him on TV for a long time. So on one hand, you shouldn't be too surprised, you know. What else can he do? I mean, GM, he's done it. He was a great GM for SmackDown in the early days. I don't think I would want to see him as a GM again. I mean, he could be a manager, like a heel manager would be the obvious choice, perhaps. I wouldn't mind, but that's it, really. He could be, you know, one of those people backstage, you know, he could have done that. But I think he's going to be in Hall of Fame next year. I think he's going to be inducted to 2015 Hall of Fame. But don't be surprised. But Billy, if you have your input about Teddy Long getting released, do you have any say?
I don't know, really. I mean, it sucks he got released, but shit happens. I mean, yeah, he was a good manager, he was a good referee, he was a good GM, but honestly, what else do they have for him to do anyways? Nothing, really.
JBL culture a few times, but that was it.
That's really it. And then he was pretty much Johnny Ace's bitch for a little while.
And he was so miserable as well. Oh my God.
It seemed like he didn't want to be there. It's just like, yeah. On that note, he also had a fling with Aksana. Got his heart broken. That was pretty good too.
Yeah, that was quite funny actually. But yeah, Piro, go ahead, have your say on it.
I think they need to bring back Rodney Mack and have him manage him. That was his best client right there.
Oh yeah, that 60-man challenge or something. Was it a white man challenge or something?
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Rodney Mack. That guy's married. He's married to Jazz.
Yeah. Didn't he used to say, "I'm down with go down with the brown, don't make with the black."
They're married. They're both married, and they run a wrestling school.
Really?
Yeah.
Together. Jazz.
He still wrestles though in indies, isn't he?
Yeah, they still do. And run a wrestling school.
Yeah, that's what.
Jazz was huge. She'll break that guy in half. How does that even work?
I don't know.
He was bad.
The strong bottom.
But yeah, let's go with the Paul. If you have your say about Teddy Long, Fedor Long.
Another name that fans wouldn't have foreseen coming. You know, I didn't see it coming. I don't think anyone else really did either. You know, given he hasn't been on TV in a little while, but you know, I wouldn't think they would release him. I would figure they would have a role backstage. You could play, you know, Italian relations. You could just anything. He could have worked commentary somewhere. He could have worked commentary on NXT Superstars. You know.
Oh come on, commentary. He'd be too miserable for that. He wouldn't say a word.
It's worth a shot. You gotta admit, it's worth a shot instead of just releasing a guy that's been with the company for fucking 16 years, as they claim. So
They put him on this commentary with Ricardo.
they could have done a bunch of stuff with him.
Could have tried, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe they could have, they could have offered him something and he turned it down as well. We don't know what's really going on internally. So another name I wasn't expecting, along with Aksana.
Yeah, I would say those three. I think Aksana, Drew McIntyre, and Fedor Long was quite shocked for me. I was really shocked, but hey, they released him. I think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame next year. Good luck to him, whatever he's going to do. I don't know what's his next chapter. Maybe he's be wrestling still somewhere, or doing something, or that's it. He's retired from it. I don't know. But yeah,
Open up.
future nevers and nevers for him.
I don't know what else for him to do. He pretty much did everything he wanted.
Yeah, he's done a lot. Yeah.
The guy's got to be in his mid to late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah.
66.
Yeah, mid 60s. See, he's an older guy. He's done everything there is to do, and I'm sure he has the money, and I'm sure he's happy with how his career went, and I'm sure running a wrestling school, he's gonna relive it all again with younger kids of the generation.
Yeah, exactly. He can do that in wrestling school. He has enough of that for sure. But yeah, we move to the next list. Or you have any last say, guys, about it?
Yeah. No, nothing else. Play it.
Holla, holla, holla. Teddy Long Dance, the classic. Yeah, so the next guy after Teddy Long, it was Kamacho. Yes, you might know him from teaming up with Hunico, aka now Sin Cara. He was in the main roster a little bit, SmackDown with the bike, and he was in NXT recently. He's been in NXT for a while, going solo. Not really much to say about him because he was missable. He did okay, he did alright for himself. Nothing much. He had a feud with Adam Rose recently. Yeah, if you lose to Adam Rose, I don't think your career's gonna go anywhere. So yeah, he's gonna go in the Indies perhaps, but good luck to him. But that's all I've got to say about him. I'm not gonna miss him. But Billy, if you have your say about Kamacho.
Kamacho, yeah, I thought he was underrated. And Camacho's not Mexican, if you guys know this. He's Samoan.
No, Hawaii.
He's like some kind of Samoan family too.
He's got a background family, yeah.
Yeah,
Hawaii.
he does too. Yeah, I looked him up. His religion, whatever he is, it's basically tied in with Samoan too. So, so basically, he's related to The Rock.
Another one.
Everybody related to The Rock if you're fucking Samoan.
That's the list of the litany of superstars in that family.
I'm related to The Rock.
But
I did it for The Rock.
But I enjoyed Kamacho for the time he was in WWE. I mean, I enjoyed when he was with Hunico. I thought the good tag team for that time. But other than that, after that, they didn't really do much for him for a couple months.
I felt sorry for the guy because when Hunico now had to dress as Sin Cara, that was the end of him, really.
Yeah,
so you knew it was coming after that.
Yeah, when Kamacho recently came back on NXT, he looked a little bigger too.
Yeah.
So.
He did not bad to himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you said, I liked them as a tag team, Hunico and Kamacho.
Yeah. Really
what can you do? He's gone. Gonna go Indies or something.
Hopefully see him at Indies and see what he can do.
Yep, I'm sure he can do more what he did in WWE anyway. He never talked as well. So,
yeah, that's the thing I don't get. They never let him talk.
I don't remember him talking at all. But yeah,
No, he's just sitting there like he's a bodyguard. He's like,
that's it. Yeah. Oh god, he's just sitting there like, with his glasses and beanie hat. But yeah,
yeah.
we move to Piro. If you have your say about Camacho, SA.
They should have kept him. He was gonna start a nice feud with Adam Rose. I was enjoying that. He was a party pooper. That's what he's been. He's a party pooper.
Is he?
He's a
I think that
homoerotic.
feud ended. Bro.
Yeah, dude.
Could have kept that going.
Just
It
has to
ended on-
wrap it.
It ended on a horrible note because that match was terrible.
It was.
Yeah. That was the worst match he's done.
I think Kamacho was even looking like, what the fuck did we just have? What kind of match did we just have?
Start the
What
pre-show. It'd have to be like this.
happened?
Yeah.
But yeah, any last say about it, Piro? No.
Nah. That's it.
That's it. Alright. Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Paul, go ahead. What do you say?
No, I thought he was a decent wrestler. He hasn't really done anything to stick out in the business since he's been here, but I always thought he was a decent wrestler, and he has some opportunity to improve, and he had a little bit of potential there. You know, he is Hawaiian, he's not Mexican, and he's a guy who is unfortunately stuck with a stereotypical Mexican gangster gimmick, and of course it's not going to work. How many times have we tried, and how many times have we failed? You know, history repeats itself, so don't waste your time on it anymore because it's a waste. It's irrelevant. No one cares about it. But you know, I think that's a big thing that really hindered his growth as well. Trying to come up in the scene. You know, he was stuck with that gimmick, and he was stuck in squash matches where he would either get destroyed or it'd be a quick back and forth and over, and he never really had the chance to stand out. Whether that's his fault or WWE's is yet to be noticed or acknowledged, but it's one other name. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only match he won was against Oliver Gray, which was in NXT recently. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even count that as a win, though. I just count it as no one would care.
Nah, I mean, he was like trying to do that San Andreas gimmick, but anyway.
Yeah, he looked like CJ from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas a little.
Yeah, that's what he reminded me of. But CJ. Yeah, but that's it. I think we said enough about Kamacho. Let's move along to next guy on the list was Blois Clay, the main event player. Guys, he should be main eventing and winning the title, shouldn't he?
Wait, what happened to the monster heel that they were supposed to bring him back as? Oh, that never happened.
No.
Oh, wait, I got Adrian Neville's fucking teeth.
His haircut. That was it.
No, I'm
I
talking
mean, what's
about
up with his haircut? My God, it was the worst haircut I've seen.
before he was fucking dancing and all that.
Yeah, and where did that get him? Yeah, he won some few matches.
Believe it or not, he was way better off when he was with the Funkadactyls because they added that extra element to him and people were interested because he was two gorgeous girls. I agree.
Rio.
Just like with primetime players, once they split up, I said once they split up, they're done for. And just like with Brodus Clay and the Funkadactyls, I said once they part ways, it's over with. And it was. And in my opinion, I have no problem with Brodus Clay being released. He did not deserve to be there.
Nah.
No, I mean, he had in the early days, yeah, in NXT, he was a heel. They're trying to build him as monster. That's it. When the NXT was finished, he went to Superstars a little bit. And then after that, I think they end up repackaging him to be in this dance gimmick. I never was a fan of. Didn't care about it, and then
Once you put a gimmick like that on a talent, there's limitations to it. And how far can you go with the nickname the Funkasaurus? It's not going to give you the stars to put you in a main event caliber match. Of course not.
And
So
then
it was
once
only a matter of
brought
time.
they brought
He wasn't
in
impressive
Tensai.
in the ring as well.
They brought in Tensai too, and that was.
I felt bad for
That
Tensai.
was the insult to
When
Tenzi.
Tensai wanted to do it, that's the funny part. He said he wanted to do that gimmick. So
The guy's a legend over in Japan when he wrestled as Bernard.
Yeah,
Come to
Giant
WWE.
Bernard, yeah.
What do you mean, you sweet tea? No, don't do that.
he wanted to try something different. He said so.
And didn't he dress as a
Something
lingerie?
different, not something gay.
Look, I don't know. That was all him. Why don't you ask him why he wanted to do it?
He publicly stated and acknowledged that it was his idea to do that.
Yeah, there's a story. There was a story up that he wanted to do it. Apparently, I don't know.
I think he's just stroking WWE's ego. I don't believe that for a second that he wanted to go out there in a fucking bra and panties and dance and join Brodus Clay as Sweet Tea.
Hey,
Andre.
it pays you the money. Fuck it.
Money, money, money.
It's not about the money, in my opinion, but that's alright. Everyone's got their differences and opinions.
So what would you prefer? To wear Damien Sandow, that gymnastic thing, or...
That was funny, though. That worked. Sandow did it well. It was funny. I like that.
Yeah.
Sweet Tea, on the other hand, was completely absurd.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. That was the end of the killer.
Tenzi. Too cool.
It was
Yeah,
for a
about...
moment. I laughed when it happened, but then when they actually put them together as a team, I was like, oh, fuck this.
Didn't do anything for them. Didn't do anything. But after that, obviously, we knew. I think by the end of last year, he turned on Tenzi. He ended up turning. There was rumors he's going to be a monster gimmick. Turned on Tenzi. It wasn't even the best heel turn ever. I just forget it all. And what happened to him? He beat what? He beat him in a match. Tenzi ended up beating him. He ended up losing some matches. Didn't even have a push. Sent him back to NXT.
He went to Superstars. Actually, he went to a main event, and then he went to Superstar, then went to NXT.
And then what? And
now
then he
he's on
had the match with Adrian Neville, and he lost.
I was pissed when I heard that, when I saw his teeth get knocked out. I'm like, oh my god, that's real. He gets knocked out like his couple front teeth.
They were saying that he apparently did that backstage, like before that too.
I felt like that was on purpose. Like, if you go back and watch where it happens, it looked very, very, like...
Yeah, it looked like they had real life beef about something.
Oh, I'm sure. Look at the size of Brodus Clay and what he's doing in the company. Look at a guy like Adrian Neville up and coming in his size. You're definitely jealousy.
Yeah.
Come on. If you're in NXT right now and you're not Sami Zayn, you're definitely jealous of Adrian Neville.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go punch him in his mouth, right now.
And what happened? Who won that match?
Neville.
Neville, obviously. It wasn't Brodus Clay. Who's got the belt? An NXT belt around his waist.
Obviously, nobody cared about Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay was never going to win that match. But yeah, enough with the main event.
I don't even
Released.
talk about that much. My final opinion is he did not deserve TV time, nor did he deserve to be in a 20x20 WWE ring.
No, he didn't deserve to be. He was never. No one cared about his ring ability. Didn't stand out as a big guy.
He should go back to being Snoop Dogg's fucking bodyguard.
Lucky, like a bitch.
Yeah, he was Snoop Dogg's bodyguard.
Yeah, he should go back there. Maybe it'd be useful.
He's not going to be used to in the indies, that's for sure. So main event player, nah, more like being a bitch to bodyguard to Snoop Dogg here. That's where you should be.
Like, just
if he can get some car though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much about him. So let's move on to Evan Bourne. Yes, Evan Bourne. Maybe a lot of people forgot about him, but he was a guy, hasn't wrestled 3 years, 4 years, because of injuries and the drugs thing tested twice. He failed.
He broke his foot.
Yeah, not much really much to say. I mean, he was a good wrestler for his size.
Funny.
What do you say?
The guy's a risk taker. I don't find it funny.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's like for high fly, he's a really good wrestler. Didn't have any charisma, no, but still. I mean, if they had the X division, he'd be perfect for it. But they didn't have anything for him, I guess. There was rumors he was going to team up with Tyson Kidd. I guess that was out. They dropped that. Paul's idea.
It was.
I know. Right. Okay. It's his idea. But, just to make him happy. But,
it really was.
Alright.
I tweeted it to WWE. I tweeted that they should put
they stole your idea. We get it.
And like 3 weeks later, it's up on the dirt sheets that WWE is considering putting them in a tag team. Coincidence? I think not. Genius?
I'm sorry.
There's that creative seed.
I'm sorry. I have to tell you guys something.
Planted the creative seed.
I'm afraid
sorry.
I got some bad news, Paul.
I
It's
got
not
some
going to
bad
happen.
news. I work for WWE, and I sent them that by accident.
Well, my idea was bring Justin
Yeah,
Gabriel with him.
I'm sorry. I had to open my mouth and tell them backstage.
I'm
Sorry.
afraid I've got some bad news.
That's another thing. I'm surprised Justin Gabriel, was he on the list or no?
No, he didn't.
Wow, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah,
No, 'cause they actually use him sometimes. So they use him.
well, not barely use him, but yeah.
They've been starting to use him again. Jeez.
The only time they use
They had
Justin
a
Gabriel is
match.
at a
Plus, yeah, I was going to say Justin Gabriel, didn't he had a match last week in NXT or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, about Evan Bourne, I think some guys will miss him who was fans of him. I wasn't really, to be honest with you, I wasn't a big fan of him. No. But he was a good wrestler. I'm not going to take that away from him. Sure, he's going to go maybe back to RH or some indies.
He's going to go to Wrestling Society X.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
see him
go
going
to TNA and maybe help the X division.
I think he's going to go to TNA. TNA, and he has been out of action for a while, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with the money anymore, and he just wants to get back in that ring. And TNA offers a decent amount of money. I think he's going to take it. And if they properly work him and utilize him properly, I think it could be good for him.
They're not going to use him right.
They might.
We never, yeah, I don't know.
I know.
The X division needs a real build.
I see him going back to ROH. Just be used better.
But we don't know how good he is now in the ring. You know, he's been missing a lot of years in the ring.
Yeah, I'm sure he still gets in the ring every couple of days or so and runs the ropes and does his own thing.
Yeah.
I think he was kind of jacked up and he had a close.
He even worked like a live event, so a couple of live events. So I don't think he's that rusty.
Maybe that's true. I don't know. I don't really look at the live events or anything. I don't read about it. So maybe he was in live events, but overall he's gone. Maybe it's better for him because they don't really have any plans for him. So there's no point. Might as well go back to Indies or RH or TNA. Maybe join TNA. So they need X division anyway. So he'd be the perfect guy. So we move to Billy. You want to have your say about Evan Bourne? Gonna miss him?
Yeah, it sucks. He wasn't used for like 3 years. The last good match he probably had before he wasn't used was probably him and Orton. That was a good match.
Yeah.
That was a catching RKO, right?
Yeah, that was for the advertising for Money in the Bank or something, wasn't it?
That was a good match. Overall, it sucks to see him being released. Because they said they were gonna bring him back, but apparently not. They released him. I would like to see him go to probably ROH or some indie company, not TNA. Sorry. Fuck that company.
We know Billy isn't a big fan of TNA.
Just because I tell you the truth about your company, just go die in a hole, please. Alright.
Relax, guys. Yeah, have a drink.
I'm done.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about, don't talk about that. But, about Evan Bourne.
Talent, I really do, because the booking, everything else besides the talent is atrocious.
We know that. I know TNA's, they got a lot of talent there, but we know their problems backstage and not very, the booking, the creating, Dixie Carla is,
Shit.
all that needs to go out the window.
You got house shows that are drawing less fans than an elementary school basketball game. You tell me how much longer they're going to be around.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you can see the ratings is not getting 1 point.
How can those fans be excited for a fucking pay-per-view coming up this Sunday?
I don't really care.
I don't get it. Fans say, the ratings don't matter. Usually they don't matter as much as people think they do, but when you aren't, meeting your contract obligations with Spike TV, they're going to drop you like a hot potato because they can pick up anybody they want. Spike TV is a huge company.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be a mainstream company. Okay.
Yeah. And it's weird. They're called to come to the UK a lot. We we do have a big fan base in UK. I'm one of the big fans base, but
Yeah, because when they do, trust me, when they do their house shows, they perform a lot better than what we see on TV.
Yeah, they do. But
Exactly. Yeah, but there don't have many people go there. Like what,
don't
50
be,
people, 100
don't be
people?
surprised if Spike TV doesn't re-sign TNA and some other company decides to go sign with them.
Sky Sports.
Over Force
Ring
Wrestling.
of Honor.
What, Food Network?
Food Network gonna pick up TNA.
Oh god.
No one's gonna sign them.
It'd be in the food channel. It'd be in the food channel section.
Oh, left. They've gone to Food Network
If
because
Spike
you just said
TV
that.
drops them, there's a reason for it, and they're looking at a big company like Spike TV, and hey, why did they drop them? Can we pick up this company, put them on our network, and capitalize on what they lost? Is that possible? I don't think so.
They're
The best
gonna look at a company that's fucking rising, like ROH right now. They're
They didn't
originally
like
gonna be
ROH,
on pay-per-view.
ROH went on record several times saying that they will never be mainstream, and they're happy with where they are.
You never know. Shit
But
can
TNA
change.
got that sign with Japan at Wrestle 1 and they still not getting much out of it. So
They didn't deal with that. What a great opportunity, and completely flushed it down the toilet.
they could have done an invasion.
It was good. It was good. They had fucking Aries as an X Division champion, and the next day he's not champion. Like, what the fuck happened?
You lose it in Japan. I was like,
We people in the U.S. we can't watch the event because it's at a different time zone. Like, that's what sucks.
and it's not on TV. It won't be on
No.
TV. So.
And even
What's the point of
WWE recently did something like that at a house show with the Usos dropping the titles to the Wyatt family for a brief couple minutes
Yeah, a
before
couple
the
minutes.
decision was overturned.
Into what's his
Changed
name?
it. Finley got
Finley came out
Or-
and said they cheated.
I don't know how they cheated.
It's like CM Punk versus The Rock at Royal Rumble where they came out and fucking shit a replay. Remember that?
I was like, really?
Yeah.
They've never done
No,
that.
you can't fucking check a replay and have a call overturned on the field. He lost.
And last time I checked, when the fuck does Finley check the matches? What happens?
When does
And,
Finley have any role in the organization?
He's a road agent. That's what we.
I know he's a road agent, helps train the divas and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but he never has like a role that concerns match outcomes.
No, like booking and TV. No, he's
I
not.
think they didn't want the tag team titles to give to Wyatt during like a house show.
I think it was just a really good crowd, and they wanted to give him that awe factor.
And plus, it would probably confuse fans the next next night on Raw or whatever.
Yeah. People, if they didn't see it on the.
They'd be like, what the fuck? I thought they were tag team champions. What the fuck?
I got some bad news.
You need to stop doing that, because I don't care how hardcore of a fan you are. If Austin Aries is X Division champion, then what next week rolls around, Chris Sabin's on TV, I know he's gone, but just using him as a hypothetical, he comes on TV and fans are going to be like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, well, he lost the title at a house show in the middle of nowhere in Japan. What the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean that shit worked back in the day, back in WCW days, but not anymore.
Yeah, but they actually kept it relevant, and they would air the footage, and they would keep fans up to date with it.
And they actually had the pay-per-view. They would air it too. So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not have been like out there as far as exposure-wise goes, but they did keep it relevant, and fans were still, they still understood what was going on.
yeah, that's why it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, let's move on now. I think we had enough about TNA discussion.
All right.
This is our
TNA.
fourth. This is rumors about WWE, not TNA.
This is a
show.
fuck. All right, this is a fucking shoot now.
Shoot. You already had your shoot.
I fucking hate TNA. Fuck them.
TNA is the dying horse right now, so you might as well.
TNA, if you want to come to my house and stab me, bring it on.
Deal with it.
The only TNA that matters is Test and Albert.
TNA.
The dying days. You can buy that in DVD and Blu-ray.
Rising.
Only for $1 on
You buy
Amazon.
Rise and Fall of TNA on the.
There was no rise, just a fall.
He won the Rise.
No, there was a rise. They did do well.
The fall. 7 hours long.
Yeah, that was a few years.
Under Jarrett's control, they did well, I thought.
Yeah,
And
probably
Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette did.
Yeah.
Corny Cornette, yeah, he did all right. But every time he leaves a company on bad terms, he just dogs them. No
I
matter
know,
who. WWE,
he shoots on everybody, you know.
Ring of Honor, knocks them all every single time.
But he shoots on everybody, so.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of years he shoots on himself.
I'm waiting for that.
I was a fucking dumbass for doing this fucking shit.
That's right, it was me.
The shit show with June Cornette. Now, what's my next
I had a
victim?
goddamn tennis racket when I came out.
Oh my god.
I always told them I wanted a golf club.
They stuck me with that bullshit tennis racket. I don't even play tennis.
I never understood that. What the fuck you bring a tennis racket to a fucking wrestling ring? What the fuck?
It's his new gimmick.
His whole gimmick was a spoiled mama's boy.
It was just funny.
Yeah, that's fine. It was, but let's get back on track with the next.
Let's not get back on track. I want more fuck TNA and fuck Jim.
We'll do it after when we finish
I
this
want to fucking
release.
shoot on Jim fucking Cornette, motherfucker.
TNA. We're gonna have to shoot on TNA sometime this week.
Yeah, I think you guys are ready.
I can stay here for hours just talking about them.
Yeah.
We will do that. A different episode. A different.
Atrocious fucking booking. Atrocious creative. Atrocious looking women.
Yeah, we'll do
The whole
it.
9 yards. You name it, they got a problem with it. 99 problems, and TNA is all of them.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
I'm fucking
You can write an essay about it. But yeah, let's move on to the next. I think 3 guys we have to talk about.
That's too many.
On the list.
All at once.
Alright, we got Yoshitatsu, the first guy.
That's a given. He hasn't done anything.
Yeah, so I don't have much to say about that really.
Who's
just-
I like
Yoshitatsu?
that, like,
fuck is that?
Asian guy with the red hair.
The guy, it's the guy they fucking repackaged, put a mask on him.
Yeah.
No, that's not him.
No, I mean he wear the mask to the ring and then they took it off. But yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking stupid. That was just.
Yeah, it was.
What was that in NXT for a while and then they just gone back? They never really gave him a chance. They signed him in 2007. And
Yeah, I remember them signing him. Oh, he's a big signing. Oh my god.
And then they changed his name to Yoshitatsu and give him some Nintendo 64 theme song or something.
Yeah.
I like that song.
I mean, what the hell?
And then
Doing this.
the way he just came down on the ramp, yo, that fucking little.
I just like the when he does this.
I couldn't even take him seriously. I couldn't take him. I couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't take him seriously either, honestly.
He's ruined. He was ruined. I mean, I'm sure he can go as a wrestler. He's a good wrestler, but they just destroyed him because.
Where did they
I
even
don't
pick
know.
this guy up
They never
from?
treated
Fucking
Japanese
Japan or something?
Only Tanjiro, I guess.
Yoshitatsu?
Yeah, where they pick him up from?
He came from Noah.
I thought New Japan for wrestling.
Oh, Noah.
What the fuck?
He might have wrestled New Japan. I know he wrestled Noah in All Japan.
Yeah. He's gonna go back there. I think that's what I think he's gonna. He's 36 years old, so he's not that young anymore.
Is he really that old? Wow. I thought he was
Yeah.
like 8 or something, 29.
I thought he was about 32.
Oh.
Wow, he's old. Yeah, best of luck to him.
Best he does go now. He's not been. I wasn't really that surprised, but I was thinking he's one of those guys with next to JTG will never get released. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, any last thoughts about Yoshitatsu? We'll move on to the next one.
I just could never get into him. I just.
He'll go to TNA.
Oh yeah, sure.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if TNA picks up Yoshitatsu and he's feuding with Mr. Kennedy because he's such a high caliber talent.
And I get buried. And I get buried. Okay.
He's doing his feud with let's see.
He'd be the new TNA champion.
He can feud with Sana, what the fuck his name is.
Yeah, he'll end up feuding with like MVP. They'll bring back
MVP.
Black and he'll do a whole bunch of things.
He joined their group as their water bottle, like water boy.
Oh, I was going to say a water bottle. What's that?
Triple H?
TNA
What?
has amazing talent. Their company is amazing. So I see Tatsu being good there.
Oh yeah, he's gonna draw ratings, but they're gonna get twos and
He's gonna be the
threes.
next TNA World Champion.
That's what I think. But yeah, let's move on because I think we said enough
MVP.
about Yoshitatsu now. There's not much to say about him. But good luck to him. Good luck to him. He did beat up Sheamus one time in a real fight. So give credit to.
He probably knows like Taekwondo or Jiu-Jitsu or fucking anything like that.
Martial arts or something.
Some form of martial arts, right?
Or judo or whatever. But the next one really from the list, it wasn't really a wrestler, it was a referee actually. He was the only referee on the list. Was it Mark Harris?
No, thank God. I've been waiting to talk about this. Oof.
I mean, this guy, he made a lot of mistakes as a referee. I think he
Was
was
that the
one of the
African-American?
worst
Who
referees.
the fuck is that?
That was the African American guy. He's a black guy, right?
Yeah, he's black.
And-
Bald black guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
always.
was the not white guy.
Is he the guy that fucking counted 3 and then he counted 2 again or something?
He got mixed up a few times
always
with the
messed up.
referee.
He got lost. He got lost in his count. Like,
Yeah,
Lost
yeah,
in
he
the
got lost
woods.
out a couple times. He has horrible ring placement. He's always in the way. It's just like it didn't work. Sorry.
oh, TNA's looking for some new referees.
Yeah.
What happened?
He'd be
I'm
perfect for
pretty
the
I'm
knockouts.
pretty steady with Earl Hebner. I think they're good. They're going to use him 7 matches a night. I think they're good.
I love Earl Hebner.
He
I like
didn't-
him with WWE. He was my favorite referee of all time.
WWE didn't.
I like Mike Young. But anyway,
I like Earl Hebner when he had a feud with his brother.
he's badass.
What about the time where Triple H pushed Earl Hebner and Earl Hebner pushed Triple H on his ass? That was fucking hilarious.
No, like the best Earl Hebner moment is that invasion when he had to fight the other ref.
Oh my god,
Patrick.
Patrick. Oh, that match was actually alright. I watched it.
Yeah, that wasn't even
Oh,
that bad, actually. A surprise. At least it wasn't like, what was it? Harvey Whippleman versus Mean Gene in the bra and panties match or
Oh
whatever
my
they did.
fucking god.
Remember Tony Schiavone had a match in with Garcia for the announcing position back.
The fuck? That was
Speaking of referees, you remember when Tim White kept trying to kill himself every week?
Oh yeah, and they put that shit on WWE.com like a video every week.
I'm here with Tim White. Wait, Tim, get back here. Gets hit by a car, sets himself on fire, cuts his arm off.
I think it was actually Harold Finkel. Actually, no, it's Harold Finkel.
Their quote is when
Tony.
That was Tim White.
It was Tim White. He tried to kill himself. They were
Like
doing
100 times. It was. I actually like that was very humoring. I thought that was funny.
No, I was talking about when that match took. I think it was like a tuxedo
Oh
match.
yeah,
wasn't it?
you're right.
Yeah, it was Harold
Finkel.
Finkel, not Tony Schiavone.
And then when the referees went on strike, they were getting mad because they always just get fucking hit into like the Hell in a Cell cages and shit.
Oh my goodness.
Hard being a ref. You gotta sell it, man. Come on.
They're like
Dude,
they're like
he threw Earl Hebner like he was a piece of paper.
Tim White's like, I'm not refereeing the match between Triple H and Kevin Nash at Bad Blood 2003. And the referee wanted to do it.
And that was when they completely destroyed Kevin Nash. To be honest.
Yeah, he tore his quad. He tore his
He
quad
really
like
didn't
everybody
give a
says.
fuck.
He tears his quad every fucking time.
He
See,
tore
that's-
his
that makes
fucking
sense.
backstage. He tore his quad while taking a shit.
Oh, he tore his quad by just standing up. Oh shit.
He
Think
tore
about
himself.
Kurt Angle tore his quad this morning and he's ready to go. I just tore my quad this morning. I feel great. Remember that when he was making fun of Hunter?
Oh shit! I tore my quad by sleeping. Oh, I'm okay.
Oh my god.
That fool.
Fucking people, yo, with that Kevin Nash joke is getting old.
It's getting on now. It's at the JTG's jokes. Now that's ended, so we'll discuss about him in a minute. But
Oh,
JTG looks like Crown Time Stoney's career.
yeah. So any last thoughts about this referee guy, Mark Harris?
Not really.
I hope he gets that
He blocked people on Twitter, I think, because he was doing mistakes. So
To be honest, in my opinion right now, I don't think he really, even as a referee, he didn't deserve to be there. And a referee that's actually been impressing me, that's really coming up on the scene, and I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, is Jason Ayers. He's actually doing a really well job.
Is he in NXT?
He does NXT, but he's referee pay-per-view matches.
He's a good guy too. He's a good guy to talk to. I tried getting him in for an ref interview, but he was kind enough to tell me that he couldn't. That no one in WWE can give interviews. So he's a decent
Yeah.
dude to talk to on Twitter.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, they could. It's just WWE has to approve it, and they won't.
Yeah,
they
they're
won't
not going to
prove.
do this small ass fucking podcast.
And you have to pay them too, I guess. I'm paying no damn.
I ain't got the budget for it. PWF don't have the
We
budget.
ain't,
For
we
it.
ain't
I'm
got
not
fucking.
saying shit.
We ain't got
Unless
5
it's a
Gs.
high caliber guy.
I ain't got 5 Gs to pay wrestlers to come on here.
Sorry, I'm skint. No. I'm not
We'll
like
pay you
Adam.
a fee. Adam has buckets of it at home.
Oh yeah, I've got buckets. I'm the rainmaker. I've got so much
He's
money.
got pounds.
I've got pennies actually.
What's that last name on the list?
But that was JTG.
Well, I guess
Believe it or not.
couldn't cut it in the ring. He couldn't cut it as a rosebud. So na 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 na, hey hey hey. We all know what comes next. It's not the-
Goodbye.
He's just sitting around in the limelight. No reason for him to be there.
Yeah.
He was too busy. Was it? I don't know. Spray tanning or whatever. he was doing.
Once fucking crime time was done, that was it for his career. Bye bye.
Right. That was it. I mean, he wasn't even excited. He was. I mean, Chad was better than him.
Right.
I never cared about him.
Our Truth was better.
Yeah, exactly.
Our
Sure.
Truth
Sure,
was
sure,
that-
sure.
And he was
I mean,
fine.
JTG should have got released.
Yo, JGT's famous
years
words. Che.
Yo.
That's the most you could say on the fucking mic was that
Kissed his
word.
teeth all the time.
Yeah. That's
Did
not-
it? Remember when he got repackaged in NXT, wearing his short with the like, pants?
Yeah. Again.
And he took the cap off, the glasses, and
Then
Yeah.
it's funny how they try to repackage him. They fucking gave him new attire. That did not
Yeah.
work. Oh my god, no.
quite horrible. Oh,
He was a
God.
rosebud though. At least he left WWE as a rosebud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the rabbit, isn't he? Funny.
No, I heard Zack Ryder played the rabbit. Zack Ryder and because if you watch JBL and Coach, they're hinting that it's Zack Ryder and Ziggler
Yeah,
keeps checking.
It's too obvious, though. It's too obvious.
He came out of the bus and he's like, no. He's like, no, not me.
Was that quite well, maybe
No,
that's
bro.
what he's doing.
No, bro.
Ziggler's like, yo, dude, are you? He's like, yo, no time to talk, man. Gotta go. Ziggler's like, alright.
I'm just busy doing my photo, like a selfie. I'm taking a selfie of myself. No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, JTG is officially the jokes of JTG still applied is probably now gone now. So the streak, you thought Undertaker's streak, was shocking and conquered, but this was the longest streak with JTG's career. It's now ended. So that was the shockiest one.
Wait, JGG had a streak? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Whatever.
having well,
Did Lesnar.
but it ended. So,
Okay.
He answered the phone. It was his fault. He answered the phone. He shouldn't have
No,
answered.
he didn't answer the phone. He'd just be like, no, I'm not answering that. I'm getting released. Fuck it.
WWE. What do they want? Goodbye.
I'm here with my KFC. I am busy time for doing this. I don't have time for
You
answering the
have been
phone.
released from WWE. Oh, whatever. I'll go find Shad and we could go chill.
There we go. But yeah, he's gone. I don't know what he's going to do next. I don't really care, but he's officially gone. Any last thoughts about JTG?
He's gonna become a rapper, okay? I found out.
Yeah, sure he is. Yeah, he's going to be a great rapper. He's going to hit the charts.
Him and Shad are gonna make an album.
Oh yeah, MVP will probably be next to him as well. He could join TNA. He could be the new Domination join that MVP group.
It's funny because MVP came out with a new song. It's funny you
Yeah.
mentioned
What you say?
MVP just came out with a new song, so it's funny that you mentioned that.
Oh, thank you.
Really?
I just guessed.
What the
Well,
fuck?
yeah. I'm psychic.
Yeah, I saw him tweet it
I'm
last night.
psychic.
He has a song
Oh
coming.
my god, it's probably bad.
I think he named the song Kenny King.
Kenny King? Kenny
Oh,
King?
that-
What's
that's
next,
Kenny-
Bobby Lashley?
That's
He's going to sing with him?
new theme song. There you go.
What about Bobby Lashley? He needs the lyrics in his theme song. Come on.
Bobby Lashley's so overrated.
It's a bit crap. I don't know why he's TNA or yeah, I know a lot of people wanted him back in WWE. I was like, what? You tired? Seriously?
The only cool thing I remember him doing was the thing with Umaga in the fucking billionaire versus billionaire match.
Yeah, that was the only good thing. And then
That
And
was
his
cool, I guess.
Santino Morella's debut when he pinned Umaga because of Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, I remember that. It's just...
Anyone else on that list? No.
No, that's it. I think nobody else. No, not Greg Colley's not on the list. Not Santino.
why not?
Ambrose
Why-
is great. List, I
What the
saw.
fuck?
I'm not David Cole Tonga either. No.
Rollins on that list?
No.
Dean's on there.
Nope.
Dolph Ziggler.
nope.
No,
All the horrible
surprise.
wrestlers.
I'm surprised.
I thought it was Randy Orton, but maybe I got it wrong. Because I thought he was released because he was spray tanning and having a tan last
Oh,
week.
Daniel Bryan's not on that list either? Damn.
Nah.
Yeah,
Sorry
fine.
for the haters.
Why isn't CM Punk on the list?
Why?
don't
Okay,
know.
hang on there. What the fuck? We haven't seen him in 6 months.
Oh, he's busy
Months.
watching
No.
hockey
Come on,
games.
why is he on that list?
Champion.
Really quick before I finish up.
Because they don't have his phone number, that's why.
Vince has it. They're texting buddies. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure they do.
Well, like, one thing I like to point out is WWE always lets their, wrestlers' contracts, come to an end before they release them, for the most part, unless there's some, internal problem with them. But, Kirk Hawkins still had, from what I heard, had a lot of time left in his contract, anywhere from a year to 2, and they released him. So why wouldn't they release Punk when he only has about 3 weeks to a month left in his contract? That doesn't make sense to me. Why are you really...
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I didn't understand. I thought if they did release right today,
Either he's gonna return and it's already set up and they came to some terms, or they're still gonna bring it down to the last second to try to get him to.
or like you said, apparently he signed an extension.
He's not
That's something
coming.
I heard, but they extended.
I don't know. It could be just a rumor. We don't know if it's true.
I
Because
don't think it's a rumor. I don't believe it for a second.
Yeah, it's just a rumor,
Washed
guys.
up. He's
Don't
done.
quote us.
Look at
Don't
the
quote
hill.
us on this. Don't quote us on this.
Overrated, washed up, over the hill. He's done.
Oh, God.
He'll be
You
back
just
in
said that. Tell me you didn't just say that.
Come out of TNA.
Yeah. He's going to go to TNA. They can afford CM Punk, can't they? Yeah.
He's in
They can't
TNA.
afford probably like Chris Sabin. Look what he's
CM
got.
Punk's net worth is worth more than TNA's whole net worth, their whole company.
Yeah, it's worth what, 4.3 million?
I don't know. I know
That's the last
WWE
That's the last time I checked.
about 1.1 billion, so I'm gonna guess TNA is worth about 2.5 million, 3 million.
My left
Yeah,
nut is worth more than TNA.
TNA was worth like last time I checked it was like 2 million, but I
Punk's
doubt
worth
that.
more than their whole company.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if they brought on Punk. Punk would own that company.
They would close the company down and they just have videotape CM Punk on a sidewalk cutting promos if they wanted to make
And then he just takes their videos and probably gives it to WWE. So
Yeah.
you can put that in the Hall of Fame school if you have any room. Maybe you'll be on the network. Yeah. The rise and fall of TNA, you can just watch on the network. You don't have to look on
I
anywhere
heard
else.
TNA's coming out with a network.
Maybe that's too much for TNA. I don't know if they're worthy to be
How
on the
much is that gonna
network.
cost? Like 25 cents a month?
No,
They
they're
can't
trying
It'd
to
be cheaper. It'd be cheaper for free. It's for free.
It'd be for
WWE's
free.
$9.99 a month.
If TNA gets a network, they better be paying me to watch it.
No, it's gonna be glorious.
They just sign you to just be there.
I heard there's also gonna be a TNA invasion.
Oh God.
Invasion. Might as
What's
well have a
it gonna be?
PWF
Rockstar
invasion.
Spud versus
They're gonna
Rockstar
invade
Spud
them all.
versus
Yeah. Do you want to? There's some reasons why I just checked now on the dirt sheet. There's some reason why they got released. If you want me to say about it.
Let's hear it. I bet Aksana because he dropped that knee on Naomi.
No, the reason is because WWE said so.
No. Okay. Well. But yeah.
What's the reason?
Reason some of the guys I'm going to see why they got released is like one blows Clay was falling out of favour with the WWE Crave team,
I agree.
and the second and Yoshitatsu was there's been feeling for some time that he's been really regressed in the ring.
But he's really what?
Regressed. I don't know. Regressed.
What the fuck? That's a great.
the word?
That's a great.
Progressed.
He's been very rest in the ring.
Yeah.
Would you come down there with a fucking blanket and pillow and sleep? What's that even mean?
See?
I think it means he hasn't been
No, you
performing.
guys are misunderstanding him. He said
Yeah.
breath. Breast.
Breast.
That's
Follows in the ring with food?
The ring. He follows his breast in the ring.
Either way, he sucks, so there's a reason behind it, whatever that word is.
But about Teddy Long's one.
I know the reason, because he's Japanese, alright?
Well, we know
That's
that.
the
We know.
They don't
They're
treat
racist.
They don't
you
treat
know.
him right.
They were afraid he was going to bomb Pearl Harbor.
It's going to be a what? Japanese World War III.
Wrestler.
But yeah, about Teddy Long's one. They said that his contract expired. He was well known with WWE. He would be leaving soon. That's it.
So he was planning to leave anyways?
That's what I thought, too. That's what I first said was, I think he might have wanted to go on his own terms.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Apparently, the Kamacho and the Hawkins one came a bigger surprise to people with WWE because they said Kamacho was very popular with NXT, and Hawkins had 7 more years left in his current deal. So,
well.
Well, I'm very surprised about Kamacho. I mean, they just said he was well liked in NXT. I didn't know.
Yeah, that was a surprise, Kamacho, actually, too.
I was surprised at Hawkins as well.
I was actually enjoying Kamacho.
Yeah.
And then they released him. What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't. So,
Where'd the Paul go? What the fuck?
what the fuck?
He's
There
always
goes Paul.
beefing.
There
Always
goes
fucking
Paul.
beefing.
Paul he got abducted by the Wyatt family. Fuck. Always.
Yeah, what happened to Paul? He just left.
You got a bloodbath.
I thought with Sting and Vampire. Yeah, I think that's it really. But, I was going to close the show now, so if you want to leave your plugins now, Billy, go ahead.
Yeah, if you guys want to fucking follow me on Twitter, it's BrickWall860.
Yeah, if you want to fucking follow me.
I don't know, I'm just in a fucking mood.
He's in a mood. He wants to be with his partner, Carl Anderson. Where is he? But Pierre, I don't know if you have anything to you. You got no.
Yeah, sure. You can follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, that's it. Follow his glasses on Twitter. Follow his
You can
glasses.
follow me on Facebook, Instagram, MySpace.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Street Corner. You can follow me to the bathroom. You can follow me at work. Hey, if you want to follow me on the street, do what you gotta do.
My fucking space? What the hell? My space is still around? What the fuck?
You still using it?
I bought it.
MySpace, like really? Oh god. Put this guy to sleep. But yeah, I mean that's. I mean, Paul. I don't know if he's coming back, but I'm gonna plug my thing. So if you want to like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout, which are episodes, will be there. Same with Twitter, which is PWF is War. Follow us on Twitter at that. Make sure you join our group, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well, which is discussions about wrestling, news, you got it there. Or videos is there, whatever. And of course, subscribe now to our show. If you haven't already, spread the word, guys. And we've got an interview, which is a wrestler, former WWEf champion and NWA Thrasher from the Headbangers, which is interview, which is going to be July 12th, which is 6 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm also talking to another legend that used to be in WCW, trying to get him to come on the show.
Who's that? Who's this legend? Who is it? Sting?
Disco Inferno.
Oh man!
Look.
Yeah. I gotta wait for him to write back to me. I've been talking to him for the last 2 days.
So is he in? Is he gonna come on the show?
He just wanted some details to see when we were doing the show. I just sent him what dates we do it, so
yeah.
Just waiting on the.
Hopefully, not July 12th when we're doing that.
No. I'm also in talks with Goldberg.
Goldberg. Is he what he wants to come? Is he?
Yeah, he asked me. It was weird.
What? What the fuck? No way. No fucking way. He watches our show?
They've been lying to you, man.
Yo, don't fucking...
Gilbert. Sorry, Gilbert.
Oh, you said Goldberg.
I said Gilbert.
Trying to get you excited. Oh, Gilbert? Oh, yeah, he had the undefeated streak.
Gilbert. Man, you got us all fucking crazy, like, oh shit.
The fans probably got excited there. Oh, Goldberg's going to be on the show?
You're going to get these fans excited. They're going to be like, oh shit, Goldberg. Okay.
I'm subscribing now, yeah.
You got to lie to the people to get them what they want. You lie to them.
We can mislead the times.
I got somebody too. I got Stone Cold coming soon too, you know.
I've got CM Punk. I'm buddies with CM Punk, but hey.
Yeah, we got CM Punk coming too.
But yeah.
I tried to get Davey Richards today, but he told me he doesn't do podcasts. He's a lie, but
What? He's a liar, man. He was on that forecast.
No, I think the real reason is because TNA
Bill
doesn't let them go on random.
yeah, that was the
podcast.
but he told me that he couldn't do it, but
But he was on Bill Apter's show. They did a video.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Alright, never mind. I don't care.
Time
We're
to
still,
change
we're
off.
still live, so yeah.
Stephen
Time to
Richards.
hit the old end button on this show.
Yeah, we're just going to end this show, so like us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Fans, PWF fans, share us. And I see you guys on Saturday's show. Which
With
is
all my
SmackDown
fans,
review.
believe, baby, believe.
Yeah.
in the
So, round of applause, round of applause. So yeah, we're out from the PWF team. We hope you have a good night.
Yeah,
Wow.
motherfucker.